girl and a boy approached Joker. The boy was dressed in blue clothes and was wearing a small hat on his head. The girl was dressed in red and pink, with her hair gathered in pigtails tied with ribbons.
Did you not escort Alice here?
Ah, I can't believe it. It's the Cheshire Cat's duty to guide Alice.
Leave it to Joker, the outlaw. That's so adorable.
Yes, I admire you. That's so adorable.
The two rushed toward Joker and jumped up and down with glee.
You're annoying as usual, Dee. You're rambunctious as well, Dum.
Joker called the girl Dee and the boy Dumb.
What? Hey, Joker. Am I the annoying one? I want to be the rambunctious one.
That's precisely what makes you the annoying one, Dee.
Oh, I see. In that case, I suppose I don't have a choice.
Instead of interrupting the exchange between Dee and Dumb, Joker turned to me and introduced them.
Amelie, allow me to present Tweedledee and Tweedledum. If that's too much trouble, you can always call them the twins.
Huh? It could be my imagination, but Joker? Did you just say Amelie?
Huh? Joker, you're not gonna call her Alice?
Joker's lips curled up in a smile as he answered the twins.
No, she doesn't like to be called that.
Huh?
Dee and Dumb's eyes rounded in surprise upon Joker's declaration, and they stood frozen in place. Aren't they overreacting a bit? I was somewhat taken aback by their response. Eventually, their eyes shined bright, and the twins jumped up and squealed in delight.
That's so like you, Joker. I think I'm falling for you all over again. To think you called her by a different name for the sole reason that she didn't want to be called by Alice.
Yes, I know Wonderland is fairly open-minded. But Joker, you're probably the only person here who would dare to be so bold.
The two appeared unable to contain their excitement. Really? Is it that big of a deal? Not calling me Alice? I never gave it much thought, but the twins' overwhelming surprise caused me to worry. Did I lose all common sense along with my memory? There are so many things I don't understand. But there was one thing I did know for sure. The twins adored Joker. He was much loved.
If Joker has fallen for you, then you must be quite a girl, Amelie.
Dumb smiled as he turned his gaze to me.
I'm happy to have made your acquaintance too. I really like you, Alice.
Dee was all smiles as she launched herself at me and gave me a big hug. I didn't know how to react in the face of her obvious enthusiasm. We just met, and she's telling me she really likes me. Is Alice really that big of a deal to Dee?
Me too! No fair, Dee!
Not you, Dumb.
Dumb tried to approach us, but Dee quickly stopped him. Joker laughed as he stood there watching us.
She seems to be really taken with you, Amelie.
Speak for yourself. I probably owe this grand welcome to you for bringing me here, don't I?
You're blaming me?
Joker shook with laughter.
If you were outwardly unattractive, even the twins wouldn't be fawning over you.
That's right. We're so glad that you're Alice.
Me too! I really like you, Alice!
Joker was smirking, while Dee and Dumb wore radiant smiles. I was sure I should have taken this as a great compliment, but I couldn't quite grasp the concept of Alice. I wasn't sure if I should rejoice.
Hey, Joker! So? Where did you meet Alice?
How far have things progressed between you two?
Oh, may I ask what you like about Alice?
What about your first date? Where did you go?
The twins bombarded Joker with endless questions. Considering my predicament, I don't have time to stand idly by. Excuse me.
Wait, who fell for whom? Was it love at first sight?
Oh, I should ask about your future. How many kids do you plan to have?
I tried to get Joker's attention, but my voice was drowned out by the twins' endless questions. I thought I'd at least let Joker know I was going to go ahead. No, I shouldn't interrupt them. The twins must be really excited to see Joker. They looked like they were having a good time. I didn't want to interrupt them. I have to act on my own. If I look around town, I might be able to remember something. I took in my surroundings and proceeded to walk. At the moment, nothing triggered my memory. I walked alone as I searched for possible clues that might help me remember.
Excuse me, young lady. Is everything all right? You seem to be searching for something.
Suddenly, a voice called out to me. I turned toward the direction from which the voice came and was met by the sight of a gentleman standing there.
Have you lost your way?
I suppose you could say that. Was he worried about me? I felt a little guilty. I'm looking for my way home. The gentleman seemed to ponder my answer.
I see. I happen to know the way to Alice's house.
I looked up in surprise at the gentleman. Alice, that's me, right? My interest was piqued by the first possible clue. Suddenly, the gentleman grabbed my wrist. What are you doing? I was frightened by his unexpected strength.
Sorry, old man. I need you to let go.
Joker appeared and tossed the man aside.
Ah!
The surprise of the impact had the gentleman wailing in agony. Joker, why?
Did you notice, Amelie?
Joker cut me off as he spoke.
That man was trying to put a ring on your finger.
The gentleman stiffened at Joker's observation. I hadn't noticed a thing. Judging from the man's reaction, it was glaringly clear that Joker was telling the truth.
Anyone who's familiar with this would recognize it. A spell of enchantment has been cast on the ring. It enchants the heart of whoever wears the ring, making that person so vulnerable that they believe anything anyone says. It's a powerful, domineering spell that's in very bad taste.
Did you say a spell? Was he speaking figuratively? No. Joker looked perfectly serious. I was perplexed, but I did decide to ask him. And what about that ring?
Yes, it looks good on his finger, doesn't it?
The gentleman looked at his finger and widened his eyes in surprise. Suddenly, that mysterious ring was on his finger.
Grr!
Gradually, the gentleman's face took on a blank expression, and his body started to sway.
For the time being, make yourself scarce.
Joker took a sharp tone with the gentleman.
And from now on, leave Alice alone. Take the time to reflect on your actions. If you do that, you can remove the ring.
I understand.
The gentleman's voice was devoid of emotion, and he swayed as he started to walk away. Joker, what just happened?
What do you mean?
You put the ring on his own finger without him even noticing.
It was a simple trick.
Joker spoke as if it was nothing, but I knew it couldn't be that simple. Although I was stumped, I had to get my priorities straight by saying what I needed to say first. Thank you for coming to my rescue. He spoke in a low voice when he replied.
Since you have no memory, you have no way of knowing. But Alice plays a very important role in this world. It's no wonder there are people who try to abuse that. For the most part, Wonderland residents are harmless. I hope you won't let this experience get you down.
Is he trying to cheer me up? Joker looked me in the eyes and started to speak again.
I apologize for getting engrossed in my conversation with the twins.
No, I'm sorry for taking off on my own without saying anything.
No, you've lost your memory, Emily, so it's understandable that you're impatient. I can see how anxious you are to regain your memory. I'm sorry for being so inconsiderate.
It's all right. Joker's apology left me feeling ashamed of myself. I was so selfish to leave, and yet you came to my rescue. Thank you, Joker. He smiled lightly when I thanked him. I kept thinking Joker was a bit strange, but he might actually be a good guy. Those were my thoughts as I took in his gentle expression.
Perhaps you need a means of protecting yourself, Amelie.
Joker seemed to give it some thought before turning to face me.
I'll teach you how to cast spells.
As in magic spells? Not magic tricks.
Well, they're not all that different.
Joker put his hands together, took a deep breath, and then quickly opened his palms. Instantly, the palms of his hands overflowed with crimson flowers. Oh, how lovely!
Picture what you just saw inside your head, and try doing it on your own.
That was easier said than done. I was almost positive I wouldn't be able to duplicate what Joker did, but the look he gave brooked no argument. I think it went something like this, right? Despite my hesitation, I tried doing as I was told. I put my hands together and imagined an abundance of flowers. And spread. I did it! While there were nowhere near as many flowers as Joker, white blooms emerged from the palm of my hands. How can this be? I did as I was told, but it was all a mystery to me. I approached Joker and sought an explanation.
Like I said, it's magic. Anyone in Wonderland can do it.
Really?
That trick wasn't so hard, was it?
Joker blinked at me. Anyone can do it? Is that true about magic? Even though he said it was normal in Wonderland, I couldn't grasp the concept. I couldn't even remember that this place was called Wonderland. I thought magic was something that not everybody could use. It's lovely to know that anyone can use it. That's a good thing to remember. Thanks, Joker.
Sure, I'm glad you liked it.
Joker gave a small nod and smiled upon hearing my appraisal. My memory hadn't come back to me today, and now it was nightfall. Just then, we reached a house that was located some ways from town. Joker, is this?
It's Alice's house. You can consider this a place for Alice, meaning you, to live while you're here.
Alice's house. I studied the quaint little house, but it failed to stir my memory.
Tonight, or rather, until you regain your memory, you can stay here.
When Joker told me that, I regarded the cute house and nodded once. It's quite lovely. I really like it. For some reason, my words had Joker breaking out in laughter.
I thought the same thing the first time we met, Amelie. But you are really...
Really am what?
I'll leave that to your imagination.
Joker continued to chuckle in amusement. Well... Despite my indignation, I continued. It's better to stay positive in any given conditions, isn't it? All things aside, it would be a waste to deny such beauty.
Yeah, you're right. You make a good point, Amelie.
Joker laughed and agreed with me. The look in his eyes told me he truly did share my view. I smiled wryly while returning his nod. And then... I said no more and looked up at the sky. The stars shined in the night sky. They were perfect. What's to become of me? Will I be able to remember anything? I was full of insecurity. I just have to do my best. Stopping and doing nothing was not going to help me with my future. In the end, I had to cultivate my own future.
Hi, I'm Tweedledee.
I'm Tweedledum!
I never imagined that Alice would hang out with Joker. Hey Dum, isn't this huge news?
It came as a surprise, Dee. I can't wait to see what happens!
Hey, can we take a quick peek at the next page?
Oh, good idea! Let's take a peek. Okay, here goes!
Whoa. Amelie. I never said you could borrow my shoulder. What am I going to do with you?
Whoa! What? Have things between those two progressed that far already?
And isn't that Alice's house? Do you think they spent the night together?
I can't wait to see what happens next. Let's hurry up and turn the page.